Hi, Silver Sirens. It's Faith here, and I am so honored to be in conversation with Debra Johnstone from Women Reinventing MidLife. And Debra is the first facilitator for our portal event, and I'm in our virtual sanctuary, and I am so excited and cannot wait to take her class tomorrow. So yoga is one of the most consistent things that I've done all of my life. So I've been practicing yoga for the last 30 years. And as I've gotten older, I feel like it's just giving me a lot more as for me, the idea about mobility being one of the most important things about aging has really struck me. And I find that yoga is a really beautiful, gentle way. So I'm just so excited that you're going to be supporting our community with this wonderful modality. So over to you, Debra.
Thank you, Faith, and thank you so much for getting in touch with me and inviting me to do this. I feel really honoured that you did that, really do.
Oh, pleasure.
Yeah, and thank you so much for your contributions as well when I go live. I really appreciate it because it helps give so many more insights. I mean, you know what it's like when you go live.
Yeah. I was referring to, she often does impromptu lives on this beautiful beach, and she just looks so serene that whenever I see her go live, I just jump on and I like to comment part of the conversation.
So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a 75-minute TriYoga flow, and TriYoga is a little bit like Hatha yoga. It's a form of Hatha yoga. It's a very gentle form of yoga. And what I love to do is I like to teach by the phases of the moon, and early hours of tomorrow morning we move into the new moon phase, which is all about retreat, all about reflection, all about rest, all about looking after ourselves, so that we can build our energy again, because new moon is one of our lowest energy phases. So what I want to teach tomorrow is the Earth series, which is a really beautiful, nurturing, grounding, earthy practice. And it's very much, we have a lot of hip openers in the Earth practice, and you've been doing yoga for a long time, so you know that.
Love that.
You know, the hips are where we store a lot of emotion. So so not only is it great for making our hips more flexible, which we really need to nurture in this second half of life, because our hips can get really tight. And we see so many people as they move into their elderly years having to have hip replacements and that sort of thing. So it's great that it can give us that flexibility in our hips, but it also helps shift our emotions as well. And can also, with regular practice, reach those bliss states, which are really beautiful. So that's what we're going to be focusing on tomorrow. And it's very much grounding. So we're going to be on our backs, ladies.
And that's really good to know that. So when you're positioning your camera or your phone for the session, just be aware of that. And I know Debra said a couple of times tomorrow, and I know some of you might watch this tomorrow. So I just want to clarify that the session is on Thursday the 3rd. So if you're listening to it the Wednesday, yes. If you're listening to it tomorrow, if you're listening to this tomorrow, it is Thursday the 3rd that we're going to be having this class, 3rd of March. Wonderful. So I want just to clarify, why the full moon? Why did you choose this particular cycle to do yoga?
The new moon. So the new
why the moon phases?
I feel I've certainly done this myself, and I know so many women do, that we embrace our masculine energy a little bit too much, and the masculine is all about do, got to do more, got to be productive, all that sort of stuff. And masculine energy is important. We do need to embrace some of that, but quite often we neglect our feminine, which is all about being. It's all about being still. And if we try to push through those lower energy phases and still stay just as productive and still so much in the doing, then we can end up burning out. And it happens to a lot of us, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I know that a lot of the women in our community are high achievers. So we're really attached to the hustle culture, you know, and really harnessing our masculine energy. You know, but I think what makes feminine leadership different from masculine leadership is the fact that we're cyclical and we follow the energies of our natural cycle. So I love this for that. You know, we can still be high achievers, we can still go out there and do what we need to do. But when we have that understanding about coming back into balance and really embracing those phases that ask for us to slow down, it's so important, you know. And I love what you said, you know, when we don't do that, that then results in burnout, and this sort of practice helps us to keep that balance. So I love that.
Yeah, it does. And also, if we, you know, we take this time in the new moon phase, because women are very in tune with the moon. You know, if we do take the time in this new moon phase, we're going to have actually more energy when the full moon comes, which is all about manifestation and productivity. Yeah.
And I've found that to be the case too. And I'm really committed to following my cycle and the energy of my cycle. And I find that, yes, exactly. When I think that if I take downtime, I'm going to be left behind, or I'm going to somehow, you know, miss out. I find that when my energy does come back, though, I'm so much more productive, you know, so much more inspired and so much more creative. So I love that. But the next question I want to just ask you is, who can join? Because a lot of people go, it's okay for you guys, you're super flexible, you've been doing yoga for a while, and I want the women in the community to know that this is a practice for everyone.
It's a practice for everyone. I always let my ladies know that join my classes. I always let them know it is for beginners. So if you're a beginner, it's a very, very basic flow. It's for beginners, and it's also for women who have been doing yoga and just want to, you know, slow down their practice, or they want to improve or build on their practice. It's not high energy stuff. I'm not going to be doing high energy stuff. It's very, very slow. I'm going to be really focusing on slowing you down. So TriYoga is very much about working within your body's limitations. There's no pushing, there's no competing. It's not having to do it perfect. It's just about moving with what your body's capable of at the time.
I love that. That's beautiful. So how long would the process go for?
It's for the flow itself will be an hour, and then we'll move into a beautiful grounding yoga nidra at the end. So really nice deep relaxation.
Great. So the yoga nidra would be like a relaxing process.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And then we're going to leave about 10 minutes at the end if you have any questions for Debra. So she's generously offered to give us that extra little bit of time. So we're so grateful for that. Thank you. So I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, or seeing you on the third. I'm going to have my outfit ready, my yoga outfit. I've got my mat all ready to go. And for everyone else, honestly, you can do yoga in any outfits. Don't worry if you don't have leggings, etc. Just come as you are.
That's right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Wonderful. So we look forward to seeing you in the sanctuary tomorrow for our first yoga class.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Faye. Bye-bye.